This is the forecast reading for the week of 9th November 2015. We're going to start this time with your love, partnership and relationship reading for this coming week. Select a guidance card for the next step to take in your love relationships and your partnerships, as well as an overall guidance card. So that one existing. And then we'll select a card for the general theme of your relationships and partnerships this week. Okay, let's start with the general theme. So the general theme is that of listening. So this week, try to do a little less talking and a little more listening. What this also means is pay attention to the way people are saying things and the underlying meaning in their words and their actions. Also pay attention to signs that are coming in from other sources that may help you with your partnerships and relationships. In other words, you have to be a little bit more in tune this week, because the real message is not going to be in the actual words. We start off this week with our partnerships and relationships bringing us some sort of luck, or having just brought us some sort of luck. So our partnerships and relationships may have rewarded us in some way or another. Even if, sorry, there's messages coming through. Even if on some level something has happened which you do not feel is a reward, but unknowingly it has rewarded you. What has happened in your partnerships and relationships has handed you a stroke of luck, even though you may not recognize it as such. What you do know is you have felt this crack of the whip. I suppose that's maybe why that came through now, that you may not have recognized this as luck or reward. But in fact, what has gone down or what has happened in your partnerships and your relationships, be they platonic or romantic, has cracked that whip and made you take some form of action, which is a lucky thing. You may not see it now, but you will, because what you don't know is this will bring you appreciation in the future in some way. So you will receive appreciation from somebody in the future because you have now taken this step in your partnerships and relationships, be it from the person you are with or from somebody new. But this will bring in that appreciation that you want from your partnerships and relationships. Your next step is going to be to become a little bit more adventurous, a bit more playful, not so serious and not take things so seriously. That's definitely coming through a lot of people's readings, especially private readings at the moment, to take a step out of our everyday lives, our everyday thinking, even more importantly, and broaden your horizons, as cliched as that saying is. It's time we stepped out of those comfort zones, and the comfort zones include the same old humdrum negative thinking and doing that one does on a daily basis. That is also a comfort zone. It's time to step out there and explore new options and new ideas and new ways in your relationships. Your guidance card for that is Effortless Waterfall. This backs that up very nicely. So open your arms and fall forward effortlessly into that new way, or just a different way of being. Don't resist change so much, because this change is actually bringing a whole new life to you, a whole new level of existence to you. But you need to do it effortlessly. Just go with, I want to say go with the flow, but it's more than the flow, because this is going to happen faster than that and maybe more suddenly than that. The outcome is going to be that of a long-term, not stability, but structure in your life. Okay? So some of you are looking at, within the next week, dealing with institutions banks, courts, family institutions, business institutions, whatever, that will bring you long-term structure in your life. Okay. Overall guidance for this is that of power, lightning. So, what is happening this week in your partnerships and relationships is powerful. It is like that bolt of lightning. It may not seem sudden or like lightning, but understand that it has that power within it. Something is shifting, something is changing, and it will bring structure and order into your partnerships and relationships. Be it existing ones or new ones that bring structure and order into your life. Okay, so that is your love relationship and partnership reading for November 9th, 2015, the week of. Now let's take a look at your general reading. I'll select a guidance card for your challenge for this week. Go. As well as for your next step this week. And an overall guidance card. Right, so we start this week off of the month of November with things suddenly falling into place. This card represents an ongoing problem, something you've been banging away at, trying to make work, something which has been bothering you for a long time, has been hindering you, obstructing you, causing you hurt and injustice, whatever it is. Suddenly the pieces fall into place. As always with this card, I'll say it seems as if it's suddenly the pieces fall into place, but it's just a case of the time is now right with all that energy you've been putting in there, be it random, be it as if you seem you were not getting anywhere. Suddenly, all those pieces just line up because the time is right and all that energy accumulates and all those little puzzle pieces come together to make the perfect picture. Okay, so that's a good way to start the week. Your challenge is going to be to lose the fear, to step forth boldly, to let the wind fill your sails and set off for that adventure. This card has a saying with it that says you are going to regret more that which you didn't do rather than what you did do. So know that the wind is going to be at your back. And as the birds are flying at the top of the card in a certain direction, know that you are setting off in a direction that is part of your fate, your destiny. Lose the fear, step forth boldly, look forward to the adventure. Adventures have good things, they have bad things, but that's what makes them adventurous. And it's time. Your guidance for this is to still that mind, still that little voice in your head that says you can't, you won't, you don't, it's going to go wrong, it's not right, the time's not right, the economy's not right, the world's falling apart, yada, yada, yada. Tell it to keep quiet. Find a place inside of you and externally where you can sit and still your mind. Stop that chatter so that you can set off on this adventure, this new adventure of your life with enthusiasm. Okay. Later in the week, you will realize that you are nurtured and protected and loved. There will be a clear indication given to you that you are protected, that you are loved, that you are going forth in life protected. The universe is going, God, Spirit, whomever you believe in, is going to give you the sign. In all likelihood, it will come through the people around you. Earlier in the week, you're going to adjust to the fact that there are burdens in life. That is part of life. But for once, you will look at these burdens with an eye of you can handle it. It's fine. You can deal with it. Just the same as the man in this picture is handling the weight of that woman on his back with ease. And the sun is shining down on him because he has changed his attitude. Your next step to take is to decide what you believe in. To decide what is your truth. Not what is conditioning, not what is dictated to you, not what other people tell you, but what stands true in your heart and you know is true. Okay. The guidance here is that of innocence. Very good guidance for this. So go back to before conditioning. That's not easy, but do your best. To before you started believing what people told you, before you started believing the fears that people feed you, especially that, in all walks of life, in all areas of your life. Go back there and start from that point again, as far back as you possibly can, because it isn't easy. It really isn't. Your outcome this week will then be a new beginning, really. It will give you a new beginning in that you can change the way you now look at things. You understand you are conditioned, you understand you are fed fears, you understand you are taught fears, you understand you are scared to move forward because of these kind of things. But you now see these things in a clearer light. And all those things still exist, they're not going away, but you can see them differently. And from that point, you can make far better decisions. Better as in what will make you happier and will make life easier and gentler on you. Okay. And your overall guidance for this is, yes, this card comes up so regularly for us, doesn't it? Instinct. Rely on your instincts. Those deep held instincts which you've probably been squashing down and rejecting for some time now. Listen to them because they are what are right, not the conditioning. Okay, so that is your general forecast reading for this week of 9th November 2015. A good week by the looks of things. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching and listening.